straight after this.
It is all set up. Mighty Michael van Gerwen versus the Iceman Gerwyn Price in the final in the first ever Belgian leg of the Premier League. Price has survived so far tonight. A couple of games that could have gone either way. Michael van Gerwen has dealt with everything that has been thrown at him so far. But which one is the best in Belgium tonight? Either MVG starts this year's tournament with back-to-back weekly wins and sets himself up perfectly, or Gerwyn Price picks up an early title of his own and kickstarts his challenge.
It's an absolute fact. Michael van Gerwen is unbeatable in the Premier League so far.
He's unbeaten.
It's
similar.
That's correct. It's different. He has been unbeatable so far.
Well, Gerwyn Price showed that Michael van Gerwen was very much beatable on Tuesday on the Pro Tour.
Yes.
Because he beat him 6-0, averaging nigh on 118.
Yeah, when he goes through those phases, these big hitters, they are unplayable. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, that is unbeatable.
Oh,
that's the difference. Yeah,
correct,
yeah, yeah.
yes.
Write it down.
I'm doing so right now. In spells that have not lasted that long, it has to be said, Gerwyn Price's treble hitting tonight and, of course, in the tour events at the weekend or during the week, it's just been sublime, just been fantastic. Just not gone on long enough.
Well, so far this year, Gerwyn Price has played 3 games in the Premier League. They've all gone to last leg deciders.
Yes.
At some point, he starts giving people the odd hiding. That will happen, you would think.
59.
I think so. This is 4. A drama-free splitting it as Michael van Gerwen is on 184. I like it. I don't think it's a bad thing. You just know you're going to come back under pressure, that's all.
100.
He split it, he hit it, and he breaks the MVG throw at the earliest available opportunity.
Well, he mucked around on 5-5 against Johnny Clayton, so maybe he was a bit scarred from that and thought, I'm not getting broad in this again.
Do you think that Price has slowed things down a tiny little bit this evening, a bit in the manner of Humphries in recent weeks and months?
It's interesting.
Not noticeably.
Yeah, I was going to say I'll have to watch that. I've been watching all evening. I'll have to watch for that specifically. I don't know. Do you think so? Clearly.
Well, I thought so. Certainly in the back end against Johnny Clayton, it felt like he was trying to place them in.
After he scored 17, that was. He slowed down then. 100% he did.
And it did the job. I'm not sure if he might be doing similar here. We've seen that Luke Humphries in recent months has done it to try and feel like he's got a measure of control over the Dogs.
Yeah, I did feel that particular visit after the 17, it was very deliberate.
But this is control in the early stages here for Gerwyn Price. Thought it was in. That one is.
Michael is having an absolute mare. He hasn't been in sight yet. He didn't play well in his opening game against Josh Rock. Josh had a stinker himself. But Michael averaging 89 in that. He was way better against Luke Littler. In fact, he was world class against Luke Littler, and he had to be.
100.
But this is not a good start. If he gets broken here,
100.
this may not take long. This is a big leg, Dan.
He's going to have to shake himself out of this early slump, Michael van Gerwen. That might be a sign that he can do it. But he's going to be under pressure here.
Bullseye! Oh, please!
He has emerged from the slump in spectacular fashion, Michael van Gerwen.
I was saying to Emma and Laura just before the nod of appreciation there from Gezi. I was saying to Emma and Laura that I think Michael, what's changed with Michael is the finishing of not necessarily the 3 at 32, but like last week, 87, 97, 113. Well, the big finishes just keep going.
Well, it's taken the 167 from Michael van Gerwen to win his first leg against Gerwyn Price this week.
100.
It was the 9th leg they've played.
He needed it. It was an important hold of throw. There's been a lot said about Michael's consistency, but it served him all right last week, and he's been playing some decent stuff on tour.
Yeah, good run in one of the tour events. Obviously picked up a World Series title.
Yep.
And here, there's a lot of good things.
59.
Beat Price on the way to the Bahrain Masters. 7-2 he beat him.
Well, this to get to 3 legs for Price. What a marker, surely. No.
60. You require 160.
He couldn't, not after a 167. Michael!
He could. It's 2 apiece with 2 monstrous finishes from MVG.
They're not just big finishes, are they?
Well, the first one got a nod from Gerwyn Price. The second one did not. That was a shake of the head from the Iceman.
Now he's started 60, 57, 54. What? Again, how can the finishes just... Price had 2 darts at the double. Gets picked back by a 160.
140.
Incredible turnaround.
Gerwyn Price has managed to drop that about 6 feet.
Yes.
99.
It's only a throw if it's a deliberate overarm throwing action. The fact that he dropped it and knocked it forward, as Studley would say.
100.
Look at that dart. Look at it. Look at them, just like they grew there.
180.
Asks the questions as Leggett van Gerwen started with 4 perfect darts. He's missed the bullseye entirely. Can't tidy it up. That is an aggressive route to go, and he's paid the price in the end.
He insists on that. Don't like it, never have, never will. Tops for a break. This is a good game of darts, this.
Gerwyn Price, having been hit with those 2 massive finishes, has hit back with a little combo of his own.
100.
Yeah, Michael, I'm not sure he's found his way for 90 yet. I've seen him literally go for the 54 in a game, then go for the bullseye in a game. He seems to not like double 15, Dan. You very seldom see him go the 60 route. I don't know if he just doesn't like it. I don't know.
He has always been a player that is quite happy to mix things up with
Yes,
his routes.
yeah.
And he goes with what he feels is the right shot or the right route at the time.
Yeah.
But for many, many years, of course, whatever he did would turn to gold anyway. So
128.
nowadays you get the feeling maybe make the wisest statistical decision.
Yes, 100%. I think it's important in today's game. Got to make the right decisions.
Is it two tops? It isn't, and I think that's probably the right decision with Van Gerwen on 160. But bearing in mind his two legs have been won with the checkouts of 160 and 164.
94.
You'll get this, absolute fact.
160.
You can't keep on pulling those rabbits out of
I
hats.
keep saying that, but he keeps on doing it.
Gerwyn Price opens up a two-leg advantage once again.
Michael will feel second best here, but he's hanging in. And of course, this is a really important leg for him to hold throw. 4 in. He was 4 in before.
137.
That was the leg where he made a mess of the 90. Ultimately lost it. Price is right on his tail.
Yeah. Price is making 107 average look pretty simple here.
90.
He's missed 5 darts at a double as well.
This week, it really does look like Gerwyn Price has confirmed he is having a spell. He is hitting top form.
Yeah.
And he wins things when he does that. And Michael Van Gerwen is not going to win the leg in this visit, and that is a messy dart there, and this for 5-2, and out total control of this contest. Can he rescue it? Double 12 to go within a leg.
He hated that.
75.
The fact that he didn't reach, he hated it. Single 18. Tops. Big moments here.
55.
Didn't throw that well at all. He saw by the face.
Lurch towards it. Couldn't find the target. Gerwyn Price is a leg away.
You cannot keep playing this well, Dan, and he's done it for a while. I know he was winning last year, but he wasn't winning the biggies that he wanted to, of course. But you cannot keep playing this well and not get rewarded somewhere.
97.
He's lost some tight games lately. He has won some tight games tonight. But the standard of stuff he's been producing in the last few days particularly suggests that Gerwyn Price has hit form. And an early win, you look at the 2 years that he qualified for the finals night in the Premier League, he's got an early win and then it's just rolled on. There's Jackie the Hat, Belgian darts super fan. I realise Jackie the Hat makes him sound like an old school London gangster, but he's just a Belgian darts fan who wears a hat.
No doubt about it. This man has called the shots. He's been the better player
96.
from early doors, whatever that means.
Very early doors tonight. Jan van Veen could have beaten him. Missed the chance to do so. Johnny Clayton didn't get a match start, but was close. Price to wrap this up. Can't get the treble, does not like it.
It was a good first dart as well. If you're going to miss that, you have to be high.
Michael requires 74.
He's annoyed, but this has to go. He's been pulling these out like they're no trouble whatsoever.
66.
That's the difference between winning and losing.
56.
To take the win. Double 10.
Oh,
46.
He's laughing it off now. He expects he'll get more chances in this match. He's not going to get any more in this leg.
Michael Van Gerwen.
there's that little bit of fortune you sometimes need. He knows he didn't throw a good dart. That double 10, that's for sure.
85.
Is there a way back in it, Dan?
Looking less likely. Because that is a fourth 180 for Gerwyn Price. Shrugging off the disappointment of those mismatched darts.
Yeah. Shrugging off the fact that Price just hit a max against him. Oh, look at this. Darts is difficult, please.
Needs another monster check out.
Yeah, don't get that.
42. Gerwen, you require
All the 19s, I suppose, but still don't like it.
To win the night. Steal the weekly win away. Gerwyn Price gets the job done in Antwerp. The Iceman survived earlier in the night against Van Veen and Clayton, but he has bossed that final and becomes the first player to beat Michael van Gerwen in this year's Premier League. His first weekly win of the year, and if he keeps on playing like this, like he has done this week,